Good afternoon, and welcome back to S&G Carpets in Rancho Cordova. Last week, if you recall, we did a couple of scenarios here with Damon as the salesperson and then Jim as the consumer. And it was installation related. And basically what Jim was doing was he was comparing our installation rate against that of the big box store, the Depot, Lowe's, what have you. And he and Damon talked about the difference between 85 cents a foot and $69 whole house. Well, they didn't go into it in too much in depth, and that's something we're going to do today. What we're going to do here is we're going to take advantage of an opportunity that the customer gives you when they ask a simple question like, how much do you guys charge to install? Now, I've always considered that a challenge issued from the consumer to me. And you really should too, because I assure you, if the customer asks you what we charge for installation, he has already shopped all over town. He's talked to the big box stores. He knows about the whole house installations. He knows about everybody else's special. So he's not just asking you, how much do you charge? He wants to know, what is it going to cost me? What's the difference between you and everybody else? I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. So rise to that challenge and take the opportunity to build on it. So Damon is going to take something as simple as labor and turning it into a value-added item. He's going to justify it. He is going to take the offensive on this one. So I'll pan out now and let's hear how Jim and Damon handle this one now.
Well, you know, Damon, I really like this color. I think this might work for me. How much is the labor to have it installed?
Well, Jim, great question. We actually charge 85 cents a square foot for your basic carpet pile installation. But let me explain a few things that come with that. Whenever you have an installation done by S&G Carpets, it includes all the tear-out disposal of your old flooring, old carpet. With that being said, we're just not going to leave it in your driveway, side of your house, anything like that. We're going to take that carpet, we're going to throw it away along with all the old padding. Some of the other things that come with it, if you have any repair of any tack strips in the installation areas, that's all covered by us. We will do that for you, along with any metal pieces. Also, some of the things that we're going to cover too is after we do all the tear out, we're actually going to sweep up the subfloor, get it all swept up for you, install all the brand new carpet for you, and then after we leave, before we leave actually, we're going to actually vacuum the flooring up for you and be on our way.
Okay.
So, also, let me say one more thing. With most of our carpet installations, you do get a lifetime warranty on any installations. Meaning, if down the road you have any restretches that need to be done, any seam issues, we will come out there and address that.
Okay, so basically when you guys are done, all I need to do is move my furniture back in and it's ready to go, huh?
That's it, Jim. It's kind of like buying a brand new car. You know, you get the car, they're not going to give it to you all dirty. They're going to clean it up for you, vacuum, and be on your way.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Perfect. Now that was beautiful. Now what Damon did there is he took a real simple situation. It could have been disastrous. Let's say, for instance, Jim said, well, what do you guys charge for installation? Damon says, 85 cents a square foot. The customer does the math. All of a sudden, we're 10 times what Home Depot's perceived cost is, and that's all she wrote. But he said it with conviction and passion. He said, it's 85 cents a square foot, but let me tell you what you get for 85 cents a square foot. And all of a sudden, it puts it into something that a customer can get their head around. Now, that was fabulous, and very few people are going to give him an argument over something like that. But, I know what you guys are saying. That's a scripted, rehearsed, canned situation. Nobody ever accepts that answer. They always come right back and say, yeah, but Home Depot can do it for $69. How can they do it for $69? Fair question. When somebody hits me with that, I just back off and I kind of shrug my shoulders and say, I don't know. But I can tell you, we couldn't do that for $69 because I just got through telling you everything you get. I mean, nobody can do that for $69. So in essence, if you're going to settle for a $69 or a $97 install, you're going to surrender something. And I'd venture to say you're going to surrender the quality installation, you're going to surrender the lifetime warranty, you're going to surrender the in-house service rep who's going to respond within 2 days, you're going to surrender my expertise, and so on and so on. But you got to come right back at them with confidence and conviction. And you got to remember, you got S&G behind you. It's not just you. It's everything. It's your estimators. It's your installers. It's your service reps. It's your buyers. Everybody that goes into making S&G, that's who you're putting forth as your offense. And you can be proud of that, guys. go from here. So really not much else to say without beating a dead horse. But again, practice this with each other and mix it up a little bit and challenge each other and cut the guy off, you know. I was doing an interview just the other day, and I asked a salesperson who came from one of our chain competitors. And it was funny because I said, well, you know, what makes you different than us when you were competing with me 6 weeks ago before, you know, his store closed down? I said, you know, how would you compete against me? What would you tell a customer that you could do that I can't? And he went right into it. He says, well, we've got the best installers in town, and we got the best service, and we got the best this and the best that. And you know what? I didn't buy it because I sensed he didn't believe it. And he was one of their top salespeople. He was just rattling it off. But he didn't say it with conviction. He didn't say it with passion. You guys can do that. And you can reference the number of years you've been in business. You can reference the number of years that Bobby Curl's been with the company, or that Jim's been with the company, or Craig's been with the company, or, you know, and on and on and on. But use all those tools and use them to your advantage, because that is why people come in here. And don't be afraid to say that too. You know, sometimes you can wrap it up and say, hey, I'm not really sure how they do that. We can't do that. And like I said, you can't get everything that we offer for $69. And you know what? Day in and day out, people decide to buy from S&G Carpets. So got to think we got something going for us. That's okay too, because it's true. So anyway, having said that, guys, thank you very much for your time. Have fun with this one. And again, be proud of what you're doing. Answer with conviction, and you're going to be successful. And that's a lot more fun. Good hunting.